live. Probably.
But the notification I just got said.
What's that? Let's see, live. Hey, there we are. Live.
Notification.
All right, cool. We're live. Welcome, everybody, to 30 Seconds to Masterpiece. Meet the contestants, meet the participants. I like to call people participants because you don't really win anything except for this imaginary realm that you have bragging rights to called Gold Place, which Kurt Arnold here has won times in a row with round 1 and round 2. But for this episode of round 3, we have got some really good competition for you, Kurt.
Uh-oh.
Okay, this is going to be intense. This is going to be incredible.
And we changed things up a little bit, didn't we, Mel?
Yes, we did. It's also holiday themed. We decided that round 3, well, I didn't decide. Kurt decided that round 3 should be Halloween themed. And I agree. I think that's pretty awesome. So I want to tell you who's not here, though. We don't have Fran Hogan. Fran Hogan is one of the participants who will be competing. And he went to art school. He has a pretty good bio. He gave me his bio. You know, the Honorable Francis Hogan has been an artist, game designer, and graphic designer for over 40 years, living in Waterford, New York, with his terrifying wife of 27 years and their 4 children, where he was duly elected to serve on the Board of Trustees for the Waterford Public Library. His most successful game is the tabletop role-playing game Adventure Maximus, and he currently serves as a senior artist for the New York State Assembly. So that is who's going to be competing for Gold Place. And then there's our friend Kory Polkovitz, who is also not here tonight. He is an artist and a designer in Florida. He did not give me a bio, so I just went, to online and looked him up and found out various things, but I can't completely remember them. So I'm just going to say he's an artist and a designer, and hopefully you watch this because I didn't say very much. Okay, but Kory, you're awesome. You know what I didn't see is something I know from the past. Kory used to draw comic books for Penthouse. That's right. He would draw this librarian, this sexy librarian lady. And that was his job like 30 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, he had an amazing job. And it paid pretty well. But then it went out of business, I guess. So anyway, but that's what Kory used to do a long time ago. All right, so that brings us to the people who are here and Linda Gamello, and hopefully Linda's going to come. So we won't talk about Linda because she might show up, right, Kurt?
Yep.
All right. Well, let me tell you, James Rose is here, but his camera's out. So we'll call Joel. Now, Joel, tell us about yourself, please, since you're here.
Okay.
As a 2-time participant of this game.
Yes. Longtime artist, went to school for painting, but went a different route to make money. So I work as a graphic designer / art director for an ad agency, and I've been doing that for probably 20 years.
What Joel didn't tell you is that he went to Cooper Union, which is an awesome school in New York City. And you live
in painting, loved it, still love it. That's
you live in Georgia, right?
And I live in Atlanta. Yeah.
Excellent. And you've done this twice. So you're back for a 3rd time. So yeah, how are you feeling this round?
The first round was good. Second round was a little bit challenging. I think I never got where I really wanted to be. So we'll see. 3rd time's could be the charm.
Okay.
It's a really challenging and fun process. I'll say that.
Yes.
Emphasis on the challenging.
Yes. Emphasis on the challenging. Kurt's already started, by the way, guys.
Of
So
course.
yes, he's already sent me a photo of the setup that he's done. Yes.
I just measured out the paper. That's all I did,
Okay, sure.
and I've got the cardstock backboard.
Well, now I want to tell you about Kory. Kory here, I found on the internet. He has a YouTube channel that's called Omizu Paints. And he was born in Moline, Illinois, to Charles and Kaori Hanssen in the year of 1973. So he's in our age group. Fantastic. Around the age of 3, the family moved to Minneapolis, Minnesota, where he spent the majority of his life getting into all sorts of trouble, like creating things, reading books on art, artists, and painting, playing computer games, and exploring the city while having fun on his skateboard. I think, Kurt, did you ride a skateboard?
Yeah, Kory would have fit right in with our crew.
Uh-huh. I figured as much, like birds of a feather flock together. I think we found one. So as a youth, Kory would spend hours drawing strange worlds and characters straight out of his imagination. Then in middle school, he started copying stuff that interested him, such as the artwork on toy and game packaging. After graduating high school, Kory took up acrylic and oil painting to fill his time between working random jobs, playing video games, and skateboarding. Yes, he really loves skateboarding. And I can attest to that he really loves skateboarding because I've seen a long form video that he made on his Omizu Paints channel that's all about skateboarding. And that's pretty cool.
There's quite a few on there.
Yeah.
At least 10 years ago.
Over the years, he has contributed to the local scene, taking part in many group art exhibitions, donating artwork for various benefit charity events, and has even painted a few large-scale murals around the city. In 2013, he married his love, Kimberly Burnett, and made the move to Des Moines, Iowa, where they currently live with their many, many cats, 6 to be exact, and their one lone puggle. Did I say that right, Kory? A puggle?
Yeah, puggle.
And that's like a part pug, part poodle, maybe?
Beagle.
Oh, beagle. Okay.
Beagle.
Oh, awesome. To this day, Kory continues to create art for himself and others, and recently has found himself in the wonderful world of illustrating children's books with the local book publisher there, Book Press Publishing. He also does an occasional painting live stream on YouTube, which is how I know him, and under the nom de plume Omizu Paints, which I told you it's OMIZU Paints. So check that out. And once in a blue moon, he might just push around on his skateboard for old time's sake. That's who we got here. Kory.
Awesome. Hey, Kory, what was your favorite quarter-operated game from like the early 80s?
I remember playing Donkey Kong was first. Yep, at the Science Museum in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Donkey Kong.
Wow.
Donkey Kong. I was hooked after that.
I got in so much trouble because I took $10 to the grocery store like a price chopper and changed it all into quarters and spent the whole $10 in quarters. And my parents were like, "You did what?"
It was easy to do back then.
Can I have some more quarters, please?
You don't know any better. What is this? Oh, video game money.
Oh, man.
Joel used to live in a place called the Lake Shore House, and at the Lake Shore House, they had a video game called Defender. And man, I think I played that machine so hard that I think, it survived my playing, but, definitely set Joel up for college.
That was the best. Defender was the best. We also had Donkey Kong.
I love it.
Oh,
But
Defender was
Defender was amazing.
So, James Rose, unfortunately, I do not have a bio for you that I can read and go into. So you're going to have to tell us about yourself. So you live in Brooklyn, and I know. Let me tell people what I do know. You went to Ichabod Crane, and you had an awesome painting teacher named Mr. King.
Yes.
Who since passed away. And you went to Maine to go to college. And what school was that again?
The Maine College of Art.
The Maine College of Art. And then you went to Brooklyn for college. So tell us more.
There's a lot in between.
Okay, catch me up.
Yeah, I went to Maine College of Art from 1990 to 1994.
Okay.
And then I went to Brooklyn College from 2018 to 2020.
Oh, wow. A
So
lot of
that's a
time.
big span in between.
That's
So I went out and lived in San Francisco for about 11 years. And I was a bartender, nightclub bartender, bar manager, and worked in the nightlife out there and made a lot of paintings too as well, but mostly was like a nightlife guy. And I
Wow.
moved back to New York in 2008. Um, and ended up down in the city pretty quickly. I was upstate for a couple of years and then came down to move to Manhattan and then ended up in Brooklyn. And bartended when I first got back to when I got into the city. I was a bartender for about 5 years or so, and then just decided I had a kid, my boy, who just turned 13 yesterday, and
Wow.
Wow.
yeah, so he changed everything. So I stopped bartending, got out of nightlife, started getting into my art a lot more like I used to when I was younger, and got a studio and went back to college, and so now I teach art and have a studio in Sunset Park, make
That's
a lot of
cool.
paintings. I just finished I had a residency over the summer out in California. It was awesome at the Chalk Hill Artist Residency. And then about when I got back, I was like I was like, oh my God, residencies are awesome. Why haven't I been doing this my whole life? So like I was like, oh, I gotta get another one. I gotta get another residency. So they're everywhere. You can get residencies all around the world. Like go spend 2 weeks in Paris and just paint, So I
Wow.
was like, this is what I'm gonna do now every summer. So I got another residency. Now I'm out in Vancouver. I'm gonna go to Vancouver next summer for 2 weeks
Oh,
in a really
Oh
beautiful
man.
on an island, right on the sound, like, right there with the killer whales. So I'm going to be painting out there
man.
that's going to be awesome.
Beautiful. Beautiful. That
Yeah.
is jealous. That's so amazing.
It's so we got to do it. Just go get some residencies, like go do
Yeah.
it. Anybody just there's
Do,
everywhere. Like
do you need a
Yeah.
it's
model?
completely obtainable for any artist to go get a residency. Like they want artists.
I'd,
Yeah,
I'd
the
model
one in
for you,
Chalk Hill
Jim.
and yeah, the one in Chalk Hill, that's in Sonoma, California. It was so beautiful. And they're like, send us artists, like tell people to apply. I'm like, I will.
Oh,
It's so
nice.
beautiful. It's so pretty there.
Wow.
You get a whole house to yourself, this big barn that's converted into a really awesome art studio. And there's trails that hike all around these like little mountains all the way that's just like kind of like redwood forests and vineyards just kind of all smushed together right on the Russian River, just
Wow.
like an hour away from the coast. So you drive over these mountains through some redwoods into this big, huge, awesome California Highway 1 coast. Just it's crazy. It's awesome.
That sounds amazing.
That
Yeah.
is
So you should all go.
What was the name of that one again, Jim?
Chalk Hill. Chalk Hill. You
you
should do
spell
it, Joel. You would love it. It's
like
so beautiful there.
Halk, chalk.
Chalk, yeah, because the soil is like chalk, like and
Love it.
there's a hill right there that's called Chalk Hill, but there's a Chalk Hill vineyard too, like there's a Chalk Hill winery, and they're a different place. They're like right down the road, but the area it's on Chalk Hill Road. It's just incredible. It's so pretty
Oh,
there.
amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to Vancouver now. Like that's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, that is going to be awesome.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm
Well,
gonna sneak into your suitcase.
that
Do
was
it.
James. That's fantastic. So,
Yeah.
so Kurt, watch out because we got James here and he's
I
going to,
know.
he's on a residency kick. He's learning a lot,
I'm
including
painting.
make
I'm making a lot of paintings.
in 30
Yeah,
seconds.
I'm an oil painter. That's what I do. I'm an oil painter.
Love it.
Okay. Well, all right. So Linda, what do you know about Linda, Kurt? She's not here.
God, I've known Linda for forever. What I can tell you about her is she's one of the biggest Halloween fans that I know. She loves to get all done up for Halloween. I've seen some insane costumes come out of her. She, I think worked for her father in her father's hair salon for a whole lot of years. I think she even runs it now.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Jim, do you know Linda much? I think you might know her.
I mean, not really. My sister probably knows her better, but I mean, we're all in the same circles. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. Yeah.
people we know. I know who Linda Gamella is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I've never
Yeah.
hung out with her.
Yeah.
But, you know, Like,
Right.
of course,
Wish I
there
could do a better introduction than that.
That was
she
pretty
a couple
good.
years ahead of us, you know. But not ahead of you, Kurt or Joel, but me and
No.
Mel. She was a couple years ahead of. You
I
know, me
think
and Mel
she-
are only a
I
year
think-
apart. I think maybe.
I think
You
she
guys
was-
are older.
Yeah.
I think she was our year, right, Kurt?
Yeah, she's probably your guys' age.
Yeah, I think she
exactly.
was in
She's
our
in
year.
my age group, yeah.
Was that like 1982 or no? I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, you
Just
bastard.
kidding.
No, like 1987.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing. Me and Mel are 90s kids. 90s.
Right, 92.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Barely. I'm 1990.
Well, since Linda's not here and she can't shut me up, I'll tell you a story about me and Linda. All right.
Okay.
We went to like our
We got rules.
20th. We went to like our 20th high school reunion. We stayed up way too late. I
Wow.
slept in the same room as Linda because I didn't have a room in the hotel where the reunion was. She was kind enough to let me sleep in the room. Okay. And early in the morning, her mother calls up and Linda, the dog's been sprayed by a skunk. And Linda's like, Mom, I can't talk about it now. I'll never let her down about that.
That's funny.
Maybe
that
she'll
was
do
just
some art of the
20
skunk.
years. Yeah, 20 year. That was a little while ago now, probably, right?
Was,
But still, yeah.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy. I
Right.
know, like
Tell us about
25 year was a long time ago.
yes. Tell us about the rules, Kurt.
Okay, let me share my screen. And that is the correct screen. So I hit the share button. Tell me when you guys see it. You see it okay?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Good.
All right, let me make sure this functions. Okay, everybody, welcome to 30 Seconds to Masterpiece, the special Halloween round. Are you ready?
Mm-mm.
All right, so we covered the introductions. Now let's review the rules. After we do the rules, we'll talk deeply about the schedule and we'll answer any questions that anybody has. So let's go. Rule number 1, you can't use any AI. And it's very tempting. I know it is. My sister's using AI now to create some pretty weird content. You can't do it. Maybe in the future, we'll have a contest where you use AI to create art that you instruct AI to make in 30 seconds. And Mel, we should talk about in a future round about asking AI to make music for our videos, you know, but not this round.
Yeah. Definitely not this round. And yeah, we can talk. But
Yeah.
okay. Enough said about that.
Yep. Rule 2, the submission's a 30-second video. Okay. And that's really all it has to be. You know, you're videoing, you make the art. All right. And that is the video submission. All right. We're going to get into a little bit more about the video submission, but you're only limited to doing minor editing, minor modifications to the video. And you're not allowed to cut the video. Well, the video submission is going to be one contiguous 30-second splice. You can't splice the video together, meaning, you know, you 15 seconds here, 10 seconds there from an hour apart. You can't do that. All right. And you can't warp time in the video. Now, this is where I'm going to talk more about those edits that are allowable and those edits that are not allowable. So the video edits that are allowable, you're allowed to edit your video down to one contiguous, uninterrupted 30-second clip. And you're allowed to replace the audio, okay, that was recorded when you made the video. And that'll allow you to put your own soundtrack, put your own narrative. It'll allow you to better make the piece that is, you know, the video, the aesthetic that you're going for. Now, in a previous round, I saw Joel's daughter make music to his piece. It was overwhelmingly beautiful. That's great. I myself, use my sound devices to make music for my videos, and I've used my voice. So be creative with your audio. So you can cut the video down to a 30-second clip, but the submission's got to be no greater than 30 seconds. And you can substitute the video's audio track with an audio track of your making.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
not copywritten. It can't be copywritten. So Kory, who he has access to the YouTube like music stuff that you can use. So Kory, you could use the music that they let us use. You know what I mean? They have that like YouTube library of music that you can use, and it doesn't have to be or it's like you don't have to deal with the copyright. You're able to use that music if you want to use it. So that's just
Okay.
Go ahead.
I'll just
Thanks,
make
Mel.
some
Okay, so the video edits that are not allowed. You're not allowed to accelerate or modify time in your video. So you can't compress the time or can't compress the videos to push it down to 30 seconds. The video's got to be real time. You're not allowed to cut or splice the video anywhere during the 30-second contiguous take. You're not allowed to introduce any post-production special effects. Okay, if you do special effects, and probably those of you that have participated in the past have seen that I do that. I like playing with lights, so kind of a fan of this. But any special effects that you do, they have to be real effects happening in real time, happening live as you make the art. You're not allowed to use any copyrighted music in your video. And we post the videos to YouTube and other media platforms now. And if it gets taken down by that platform because their AI figures out that you used copyrighted video, then unfortunately you're going to be disqualified. Anything to add to that, Mel?
I started a 30 seconds to masterpiece Instagram channel, and I started a 30 seconds to masterpiece TikTok channel. And I will be posting the videos in all those three places, and then finding out who wins by tallying all the likes. But we're going to get to like how the votes work. So
Yep. Okay. Rule 4, you can set up everything you need for your art in advance of the video. And you've got to do that because 30 seconds is such a crazy short time that you're going to have to plan how you execute your piece. You're allowed and encouraged to be prepared to make your art. And this is just a more formalized write-up of Rule 4, which is just saying the same things. Rule 5, the art has to be crafted on a media with 16:9 proportions.
close to it. That
Close
is
to it.
after you make the video, you give me a still shot of the piece of art you made. And then, you can have the video, as long as it's vertical format, you can do whatever you want in the video. You can show your whole body, making the piece of art, whatever, like whatever you need to show us to make it interesting, you can show us. But then, then you give me a still shot of your piece of art, and it should fill up the frame of the vertical format. And that way everybody's judged on the same ratio of whatever. So it's just kind of give like continuity to like what we're judging, what the critics are going to judge.
Exactly. So it's portrait oriented. Rule 7, no nudity, no private body parts are allowed in the video, no use of bodily fluids.
Damn it.
The what?
Don't be gross.
art at the end.
Don't be gross. Okay, more on Rule 7. okay, because this is the special Halloween edition and it's easy to get raunchy fast. All right. Mel and I had deep discussions on this, okay, because Mel wanted to keep this to
I have a
less than a
9-year-old.
rated R.
Yeah, I have a 9-year-old, and I want my 9-year-old to be able to watch all of these videos. And I know that a lot of kids out there are watching my channel. So, because my son watches it. Actually, he's kind of over watching it, but that's not the point. The point is that there could be kids out there, and so I want my channel content to be kid friendly. I don't want any swearing or anything too violent. No, actually, I don't want any violence. I don't want violence. I don't like violence. So, there you go. That's how
Okay. But
I do. Yes, go ahead. Explain Halloween to us.
sure. Well, we all understand that Halloween has a traditionally scary theme to it. Okay. And so, you can create scary images, and that's okay. But we're simply asking you to take it down a bit in terms of potential gore, violence, no violence. So if you have questions with respect to what might be inappropriate, ask Mel in advance. I mean, that's the best answer. Okay.
But kids nowadays, they like all kinds of monsters. Cool. I have no problem with all kinds of monsters. There's like a lot of jump scares, that kind of stuff. No problem. I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's. I mean, that is like crazy premise. Like the kid, like my son, like plays Five Nights at Freddy's, like all that stuff. So I am liberal about like what's acceptable. That I'm just adding that.
Yeah, I don't think you want to see murders on camera.
Right. Yeah. Or fake ones.
Yep. Okay. Halloween theme, keep it to a PG rating.
That sounds good.
Rule 8, the submission will be uploaded to Mel's YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok accounts. Okay. Rule 9, Mel's account is all ages, so please keep it to a PG rating. Rule 10, I modified this one a little bit, Mel.
Okay.
You're not allowed to use bots, okay, or bribery, okay, to increase your voting. All right. Some of us clever people could set up a network of bots that, could give a ton of votes, and we don't want that.
Yeah, we
Want it somewhat honest.
Yeah.
Okay, the challenge has deadlines. We're going to get to that in the schedule. And the submissions will be ranked by the number of likes they get. All right. So we started talking about this. The submissions are going to be uploaded to Mel's YouTube account, where anybody can vote on those by hitting the like button. But we also count comments, okay? And so the number of people that comment on your video will also be tallied as votes. You're allowed to respond. In fact, you're encouraged to respond to the viewers that make comments any way you want. But your responses to comments are not tallied in the vote count. You can like your own video, okay? You can do that once. Unfortunately, that's all you can do. You can respond multiple times, but unfortunately, I think only one response counts. But generally, the public, your friends, your family, whoever likes and comments on your videos, those are the ones that count towards the vote tallies.
I'm going to clarify that. Your comments back to your friends, they don't count. Only comments made by your friends count, and they can comment as many times as they want, provided it's not the same comment. Like, can't be like good, and then the next comment, good. It could be good, and then great, that works. I count that as 2 votes.
Mel's the one that tallies the votes.
Yep.
So you're not allowed to bribe Mel.
That's right.
You don't need to make art to participate. Okay. You can still participate in any of these calls. You can still yield constructive feedback in the comments section. And of course, you can vote. We want people to participate. We want people to create art. We want people to join this community that we've started. And Mel and I will talk a little bit about a surprise in this particular round coming up as we get into the schedule. Okay, so here we are, Mel. We're in the schedule. Meet the contestants, reading the rules, September 14th. That's today. That's happening right now. The next part of the schedule is when the entries are due. The entries are due September 28th. That's 2 weeks away. That's 2 weeks from today by the end of the day, midnight. Then October 5th, which I believe is the following week, the following Sunday, we have another video call just like this where we show our works, we talk about our works. That's when Mel will upload the videos, usually like that day or just before the show of work. And so we'll get to talk to each other, and it might even be the first time you get to see each other's submissions. Okay, so here's the new thing. We've introduced a Zoom call where Mel and I have created a panel of critics.
Really good critics too.
Yeah. So this panel of critics, none of us that make submissions are going to participate on that Zoom call. Okay. But the critics are going to watch the videos and create a video like this where they talk about the things they, like, didn't like, constructive feedback about the pieces. And it's really an interesting group of people that Mel and I were able to get to sign up for that.
Yep. But we're going to keep it a surprise in case any of our high profile people back out on us. So, but we got some people.
There's one other thing that I think we should say about the critique by the critics, Mel, that I didn't mention, and I don't think we had time to write it up in the rules. Okay. But the critics will also yield a critic award. Okay. So, I don't think we've defined, whether it's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We haven't defined that yet. Maybe we'll leave it up to the critics to define what awards they want to yield out by way of their review. Okay. And then the grand finale, which will happen just before Halloween, October 26th. Let's see. So I think that's it for the rules. Nice. Do any of you have any questions?
Nope, I don't.
Not really. I'm just wondering, Creepy's okay?
Creepy's okay. Yeah, totally.
Yep.
Have you ever seen the any Roblox games like Doors, where there's characters like Screech? I don't know if I'm saying all this stuff correctly, but my son, he's got some creepy stuff that he can handle, and he's into it. Oh, there's a character that kisses you to death and hugs you to death, hug kissy missy or something. Anyway, creepy's fine.
What about something heavy, like a heavy Melvins tune or something like that? I can only think of it aesthetically, like the band Godflesh or something like that, really raw,
hey,
roar, you know what I mean?
I think that's okay.
Goth, sort of goth,
man, if you can create some sounds like that, I think that's totally okay. That's
something
not,
like that
that's
with
not
a real heavy,
I'm not even gonna say what I think you get it. That's Halloween. That sounds good. It sounds good.
Yeah, dark. Yeah,
dark is good. Dark is fun.
Joel, listen to this rookie, thinking he's going to create the world in 30 seconds.
I'm just talking about one kind of aesthetic. Look.
You could try to get that feel, Jim, but 30 seconds, it's pretty tough.
A dark, heavy vibe.
Yeah. Kurt goes all out on these, man. And
take
they're
it up.
usually pretty astonishing.
I saw one of them, and it was awesome.
All right, let me see. I'm going to try to share my screen here. I'm going to try to get up Kurt's winning thing for, okay. Oh goodness. First I got to get to the right thing. Okay. I wish I didn't take so long. Okay. Shorts. I got my shorts here. All right. Now I'm going to go to the screen share. We're going to see Kurt's video that won him gold place in round 2. Multiple prisoners. Oh my goodness. Come on.
Yeah, and
Oh, here, I got
for
it.
Jim, okay, good. For Jim and Kory, I think what's important to see out of this is that going in, I had a lot of stuff pre-prepared.
Okay. Now, can you see my screen? Do y'all see my screen?
I can, yeah.
Okay, great. Now, let's find Kurt's video. Here it is. It's got 1.9 thousand views. Hopefully you can hear it.
Can't hear it.
Oh, here, I'm going to turn the sound on. Wait a minute. The sound should be on. I don't hear the sound anywhere. I don't hear the sound either, so I'm not surprised that you don't hear the sound. Oh my gosh, fail. What's going on? Hold on. Hold on. I think I must have shut the sound off. Oh wow. Oh my gosh, fail. What's going on? That's terrible. Okay, here we go. This is gonna work, I think. You guys are so patient. Oh no, it's working.
There it goes. Started.
That's Melinda's. That's Chris's. This is lame. Hold on. Here we go. Kurt's 30 seconds to master.
Oh, hi, Brown Recluse.
All right.
Pretty cool, buddy.
Thanks.
Okay. Unshare. Am I unshared? Let me see. Share. Okay. I'm just. All right. Have I unshared?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So yeah, that was amazing. That was a lot of stuff packed into 30 seconds. And that was about his third take on that. He worked on it like all weekend and got his children involved, and his grown daughters, I should say. And yes, well done, Kurt. Very well done.
Yeah. Yeah, there was almost a divorce involved in that.
Yeah. So, well done. All right. So we've got a lot to lot to live up to take him off of his throne, his gold.
Yeah.
I got ideas for this round.
Oh dear.
Come on, Joel.
Sweet. So does anybody have anything they want to add or want to ask, or should we just wrap this up nice and tidy?
Sounds good.
Sounds good. All right. Well, cool. I cannot wait to see what everyone comes up with. It is going to be amazing. Thank you all for participating. And I am now going to stop the content from